Hello all, and welcome to the next episode of my K-pop podcast. In this episode, we're not going to be focusing on one idol, although I will have other idol analyses coming up, so don't worry. But in this episode, I wanted to discuss a few new things that have occurred in K-pop and give my thoughts on it. So first up, JYP have released teasers of their new girl group, NMIXX, and it's pronounced NMIXX, which, okay. I can't believe that it's been 3 years since ITZY debuted, so I guess it just seems like it's the right time to debut a new girl group. I hope it's not a case of JYP basically trying to replace ITZY and debut a group that's closer to Twice or as successful, if not more than successful than Twice. What I mean by that is you can tell some of these big companies, especially JYP, SM also do it as well, debut these kind of groups in the hopes to see if they will be equal in success or more than their successful predecessors. So clearly Twice, I think everyone knows sort of Twice seems to be coming to the end of their tether, which I don't like, by the way, because I think Twice are doing great and they can literally go on and on. It's not like the vocalists all of a sudden by the time they turn 30 aren't going to be able to sing anymore. I just think, I know this is a bit off topic, but ageism in K-pop or just pop in general, but we're talking about K-pop, is just insulting. And I really thought that the Brave Girls comeback, and Hoi, I think her name is Hyolyn, I thought that the Brave Girls comeback was kind of going to bring a renaissance of older women being able to perform in K-pop. So I thought Twice would just continue on, but no, it seems like JYP are banking on this NMIXX to basically be their replacement. And you can tell because they've put so much money into this. I mean, it's just the teasers and there's so much money put into it. And of course, all these girls are very young. It consists of 7 members, so Jinny, Jiwoo, Gyujin, Taehyun, Bae, Haewon, and Lily. The reason for me why I say that this group looks like a Twice successor is just because, did you see there's a specific girl, a specific member who's even the thumbnail for their debut trailer, and oh my goodness, she looks so much like Suyu. It might be Suyu. But yeah, to me this girl group NMIXX kind of looks like a mix between ITZY's style and Twice's style. So it'll be quite interesting to see what their debut songs are like. I know that the main title, I don't know if it's their main title track, but the song that they've been using in the teasers, the Fishy Fishy song, not my favorite, but I'm sure they'll come out with like another kind of main song that I might enjoy. So looking forward to listening to that. They seem to be doing well though. Their YouTube channel has over 22.4 million views, and their debut album, which is called Blind Package, has already got 61,000 pre-orders since last July. So I think they're quite highly anticipated. We'll just say that. And on to the next topic. It's NCT Lab. I will be talking about Mark's song, but I'll first talk about NCT Lab. So NCT Lab is a project that SM Town release discussed. It's basically going to be an opportunity for the NCT members to either release solos or unit music, depending, I guess, on what they're feeling like. So Mark kickstarted it with his music video and song Child. I just want to say this. It's really interesting. I always find it so interesting when members in groups get to do a solo and their solo music, so the music that they actually like and put love and care and effort into, their music, if they are in charge of making their own music, it's really interesting to see how different their style is. It's so different to what I would think. Like, I thought Mark was going to come out with a very hip hop rap hard song, and then he came out with basically an acoustic poem. And now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that is so Mark. It is. The song is very him. And I think that that's really great that he's been allowed to express himself and make music that he wants to make and genuinely makes him happy. Like, you can tell that this song really meant a lot to him. So that's lovely. Personally, it's not my taste. It's not my type of genre music, but I'm so happy that people are really enjoying the song, and I'm sure he'll get an opportunity opportunity to make more music. So really like kudos to Mark. And because of this, and I just wanted to give another example, a good example of someone's genre deviating the kind of music in the group. It's like I've spoken before about Do Kyung-soo, Dio from EXO. His solo album was just so different from what I thought his solo music was going to be like, because the way he sings in EXO is extremely R&B. So it was just really interesting that his style is very Jason Mraz. I didn't realize that Kai from EXO would be releasing R&B music that I adore. And same for Baekhyun. I think Baekhyun's Bambi album blew me away, and I was so shocked. I thought Baekhyun would just be singing kind of ballads and loud belty songs, but yeah, Bambi hit me over the head, so that was very pleasing. But that's why I'm excited for more NCT Lab music, because I wonder who's going to surprise me, like music that I'm like, wow, this is so my thing. I don't know who it could be. It could be like Renjun ends up wanting to do, R&B, give me the Dio music that I wanted. I'm sure you've heard and seen of the NCT 127 concert and how each member was able to perform a song individually. Jaehyun's solo song Lost was just, it blew me away. I don't think I've ever really been in love with Jaehyun's covers or solo music before, but this song really won me over. Like, I want SM to release Lost officially, and I want Jaehyun to release more music like that. It's amazing. But I was thinking about NCT Lab, and I was wondering, it's a bit strange because clearly Taeyong is going to release solo music on NCT Lab, but then what's going to happen to his Spotify? I'm just wondering if it's a case of SM not getting enough royalties from Taeyong's music on Spotify. So if they can get him to post on NCT Lab, probably SM get a bit more royalties from that song, or the songs that all of them release individually. And this is breaking news that just came out today, and I just had to talk about it. I cannot believe it. Big Bang coming back as a 4-member group this year in the spring. They will be releasing a single, I believe. An album has not been confirmed. Big Bang, who haven't actually released a song in 4 years. I cannot believe it. This is just too good to be true. They will be releasing a song and are currently preparing to shoot the music video. Oh my goodness, I'm excited just talking about it. So yes, they're going to shoot a music video. Top has parted ways with YG, but it's because I believe he really enjoys living in America. He likes making music and working in America. What's really lovely is even though Top has left, they're still going to make a song together. So it's him, GD, Taeyang, and Taesang. And I'm just so excited. Although I'm a bit confused because I think they will release an album. It's just my issue is can they do concerts if Top isn't part of YG? I don't quite know how that would work, but it seems like quite an amicable split, so perhaps they could do concerts together. It just makes me wonder, is this going to be it, just this song, or are they sneakily going to announce an album later? I hope that GD also has a comeback. Like, why not just have G-Dragon also make music? It's been 4 years. This can be the year of Big Bang. I really don't mind. I'd love to make a TikTok kind of discussing the incredible effect that Big Bang has had on the K-pop industry. I think a lot of younger fans don't quite understand the impact of Big Bang, but they were one of the biggest progenitors of self-composed music. Like, they really were into making their own songs. Like, a lot of credit goes to G-Dragon. He made most of Big Bang's music. I know the other members helped, but there is a signature sound in a group when there is at least one person helping making the music. So you can tell a Big Bang song because G-Dragon consistently oversees the production of every song. Of course, that really inspired one of my favorite groups, Block B. And then, of course, from Block B, I would say BTS were hugely inspired by Big Bang. And they've openly said that BTS are huge fans of Big Bang. And you can tell when you watch old performances on like the Mama Award show, every time Big Bang are performing, BTS go mental. And it's just wonderful to see that you can tell they're a huge inspiration to them. Oh, I wish they could meet each other or talk or something. Oh, I'd love that. It's quite interesting because actually, like an example, if you've watched the Boy in Love music video, there's a bit where J-Hope says Kanatana mama sa hakuna matata, like that bit. And that is, sorry if I just butchered that by the way, but that is in homage to T.O.P. because one of his lyrics in his raps, he says the same thing. But yeah, so it's a big deal that Big Bang are coming back back, basically. I'm so excited to hear what the song is like, to see the music video. Big Bang always have very creative, artistic, symbolic videos, so it'll be really interesting to see. And another example of a group that's been greatly influenced is, well, not directly, but what I would say is watching Stray Kids really reminds me of Big Bang, because like G-Dragon, I would say Chris, you know, Bang Chan, but I know that also Han and Changbin also, haven't they formed a sort of group that makes the group's music? I know that the other members chip in, but what I'm trying to say is, like I said before, as long as there's a core, like at least one person in the group that's really in charge of making the music, all of their songs you can tell are Stray Kids music, and that is because the members are actively involved in the music making, and so they have a signature sound. So that reminds me of Big Bang, and I find that very interesting. I know some people don't mind if K-pop groups compose their own music or don't compose their own music, which is absolutely fine. I love NHYPEN, I love NCT, etc. They're not in the studio making the beats for every single song they release, and especially their main title tracks, which is absolutely fine because there's pros and cons to all approaches. If you solely make your own music, it can kind of sound a bit samey because someone will have a signature sound. Sort of like how people say Adele's music all sounds the same. Like, it's brilliant, but it can sound similar. Whereas if you're not making your own music, you can really experiment with the music and make totally different genre-styled music. So that's why NCT can literally jump from Sticker to Favorite, which are totally different, to Gimme Gimme, etc. But EXO did the same thing, and like I said, NHYPEN, and I literally love all those groups, so I don't mind at all. But it would be interesting to know your thoughts on that. So that's it for this episode of the K-pop podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening. If there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, then let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!